Hello and welcome to another update video about Cardano. In this video we're going to take a look at the Bitcoin chart and the Cardano chart, and we keep it brief because not much happened since my last update video, and I think today's trading and today's day will actually provide some more clarity about what is going to happen. Yesterday I talked about that this move here to the upside leads to a situation in which this whole move here cannot really very clearly be counted anymore as a continuation of the downtrend. So it's looking not too bad for Bitcoin at the moment, considering also that we can, from this triangle, we can extend this lower support line, giving us a support line. So this could really be the beginning of a, potentially a 1, 2, maybe another 1, 2, or a beginning of a wave 3, you know. So it could be interesting going forward, you know. Currently finding here support at 57.5k on this ascending trend line. We have failed to make a higher high, however, so this could really become either a larger triangle, so be aware of that. Be also aware that futures are running out today, so it will be an interesting Friday in my view, so we can be prepared for some moves. And overall this is going to be an interesting day, but it's not looking too bad. Higher lows but lower highs, indicating we are moving into a triangle apex. From there we will then get a decision, and looking at the price target of this triangle, so what we do, we can let's just take here roughly the height of that triangle. If we had a breakout point today to the upside, that could take us to 63k, which would be great. To the downside it would take us below the target box, but as I always say, these price targets, take them with a pinch of salt. They sometimes just don't materialize, especially not in the crypto world. Prices are here too dynamic, but overall starting to look really interesting because we start to see higher lows finally, which we haven't seen here, well, since middle of November, I would say 14th of November. Since then we've actually constantly made lower lows here. There was a high low here, okay, but then afterwards obviously we dropped back into the target range here. But this is not a very clear corrective structure anymore, so we need to see. It could still be, if we break it to the downside, that we come back once more into the target range. But I did say in my last video, as long as we stay above 53.9k, I remain bullish here. Same with Cardano. Someone asked me yesterday why I remain bullish on this cryptocurrency. Well, just look at the chart. It's a long-term thing, you know. Of course, this is nothing for day trading. As a day trader, you would probably not be bullish here, because you're trading. How can you be bullish if you do day trading and you're actually in a short-term downtrend here? This downtrend obviously started here back in September. So this is now September, October and November, so nearly 3 months, which is, however, in the grand scheme of things, only a corrective move within the larger uptrend. And if you understand market moves, you will know that, because this correction is just much weaker than the uptrend. And the overall uptrend, if we zoom out, we still made 800% this year with Cardano, and it is a clear uptrend. Can't deny that. This is why I remain bullish. Of course, from a day trader point of view, this is not bullish, because from a day trader point of view, you would possibly have shorted this, especially as soon as you have potentially crossed some of the moving averages here. But this is I'm not doing day trading here, and this is not a day trading TA necessarily. So we talk about what I see in the charts, what the trend might bring us, and where I see large turnarounds. And I keep ADA in my long-term hodl portfolio, as you know, and I'm keeping it staked, and I'm not worried at all, because these price moves generally belong to the market. There are many other cryptos who are in the same or very similar corrective pattern, and it's just what markets do. They run in cycles. It has nothing to do with the project necessarily. There are DFs coming out, and the DEXs are going to be launched. This is purely market sentiment. This is moving in waves. Markets move in waves. They have done it for years. There have been other markets, there have been other stocks and shares, other cryptos, where people predicted bear markets, where they've then run made the biggest bull markets in history. And this was all predicted with Elliott Waves, where people said, look, there's so much so many fundamental news actually talking against it, but no, there are many examples where the Elliott Waves have correctly predicted market moves where others have said it wouldn't happen. And in my view, this Elliott Wave method here applied will predict, again, much higher prices. So I remain bullish. Of course, you have to come to your own conclusion. You can't blame anyone else for your own decisions. And if you are invested in ADA and you're frustrated by the price moves, I can understand it. But eventually you bought it, and many of the people who put negative comments, well, in the comment section, I don't really know why they are so frustrated. It is, you know, eventually everybody has to make their own decisions. Also, if I buy a certain stock and the price doesn't go up, I can't necessarily blame the company, especially if the profits are good. No, it's just purely what markets do. They sometimes move in cycles. You've got corrective phases, and this is currently a wave 2 within a larger wave 3 to the upside. So this is just that I expect here at some point in here further price increases. Now, yesterday I talked about it starts to look okay, but the chart wasn't looking as good as Bitcoin's. Overall, we've now come down quite a bit again, and what you can see here that it looks now actually as if this this is not a clear uptrend yet. So still have to remain patient. This could also just be a further continuation to the downside. It's not a clear uptrend that we can see here. You can't even draw a clear trend line that would give us, well, you can draw a trend line, but it's not really an uptrending trend line that we can see here. Yeah, a little bit of a weak uptrend, but it's not enough for an impulsive move to the upside. It's pretty much the same angle that we had here, from which we then broke down. Yeah, I think this here was just a retracement within a downtrend. So yeah, we could come down once more lower. Don't be surprised if we come down a little bit lower. We're already at 164. Last time we had a strong reaction here at 160 or 159. So that could certainly happen again. But overall, I think it remains a game of patience, which, yeah, the crypto market sometimes just is. Sometimes some cryptos are trending, sometimes others are trending. And in my view, the time will come. So I'm not worried. I remain not worried. And we can see here that on the ADA BTC chart, ADA seems to have found a support here at 2830. From here, this is the support. To get back into this descending wedge, we would have to get above the level of 2950. So if we lose that 2850 level, next support will be at 2690, and then the next support will be at 2590. Overall, we can see that we're still making here a bullish divergence overall, even though it's a weaker one, and we've reclaimed the higher level again here on the 4-hour chart, which is not too bad. Also here we can see still a bullish divergence, again bullish signal, even though we dropped to the downside of that bullish pattern. And the MACD is also going into the bearish range. Overall not looking too good, but we still have that bullish divergence here also on the MACD. But yeah, as I said, we might drop a little bit lower, but especially if you believe in the project, you shouldn't be worried. It's a good opportunity now currently to stake ADA and to gain, for example, other tokens like I think you can still get Ray tokens, you can still get MELD, I think, even though I think that is running out. And there are a few other ones that I talked about. Sunday tokens are going to come out. Don't actually know if that started yet, that you can already stake with them. I think you can already stake with them in the ISPO. So getting some tokens in addition to your ADA rewards. So yeah, it's a good time to do that. And ADA for me is a long-term game. You know that. I've been holding it for a long time, and I can't understand. If people say ADA is not performing, I just don't understand it with an 800% this year. It's an amazing investment. And of course, if you bought the all-time high, it's not good, but then never buy the all-time high. So yeah, it's done really well. So hopefully you liked the update video about Cardano. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.